All right. Hey, astronauts. I am so late and I'm very, very sorry for that. I was trying to get dressed so that I didn't come on looking like a bum like I always do. I am terribly sorry. I should have gotten ready earlier. Being like a few minutes late, I can deal with, but I really don't like being so late at all. Let me put this in there. So sorry I am late. I did not mean for that. I need to get my life together. For those of you who've been waiting around, my apologies. Hey Z, I'm good. School's great actually. Yeah, school is fantastic. I'm working on a group assignment and my group's really cool. Hi Sand, I'm great. How are you? And how are you, Z? I didn't post this. Missing a spelling. Hey. There we go. Make sure I spelled everything right. I'm dyslexic, so I gotta check everything twice. There we go. There we go. Oh, you're really good. That's good to hear. I hope you got some good news. I'm just happy January is finally over. That was such a long month. See if I can put this on my head. I'm polka dot queen today. It's just getting on my nerves. It keeps falling in my face. Hope you're all doing great. The cards are shuffled, by the way. That I am on top of. I'm feeling so great. Taking care of self, a lot of self-care afoot. That's good to hear. You always have to take the time to take care of you, relax. Remember that you come first. Not that other people don't matter, but you definitely have to take care of yourself. So I'm going to join you, San, with self-care too. Yes, January felt like a pressure cooker, and I feel like it's finally over and we can let off the steam. You are 100% right. That is exactly how it felt. Just felt like things were just getting so intense. Granted, I'm sure things will, still continue to be very like out of control, out of the box, just given the way things are these days. But just the energy was like, ooh, this is a lot to get used to. Yes, keeping it zen. I got to get back to meditated. Definitely got to get back to that. Oh, let me know your favorite way to relax. I'm trying to think. Usually for me, I like to take walks. Yeah, that to me clears my mind, but let me know what you guys do. Maybe I can use some self-care tips. Since I'm always busy, it's so hard for me to just calm down and say, okay, go for a walk, go relax, go do something. Because I'm always trying to like do something. Make sure that shuffle this again. Oh, and that's why we shuffle again. Kind of look like Brandy from the Cinderella movie. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I get that a lot. It's so funny because I was like, I could never see the resemblance. Then I did one of those like what do you call it when you put the more faces things together? And I was like, oh my gosh, we have the same eye shape. It was so strange, but thank you. Z, do you meditate? You know what? I don't meditate not that often. Or I've tried to, but I can never get into it. Oh, yeah, guys, don't forget to press the like button. Do you meditate, Z? And I'm trying to think what I do. I like to do the deep breath exercises, like when you breathe in and release like that. Like that I'll do. But I can't sit still enough to meditate. Guys, let me know if you meditate, because I always hear so many good benefits with that, but I just can't get into it. Since I really love a good bath, and if I had a hot tub, I would love that. Massages, I intend to get more often. I have one scheduled. Saying my mind is crazy active. Guided meditations are easier for my active mind. Oh, that's actually a good tip. And I'm with you on the baths. Like having a hot bath is absolutely amazing. I like in Japan how they have the hot onsens, the ones you can kind of just stand in, and it's like a really hot tub that goes like all the way to your neck. I mean, I guess the height depends, but it's like it goes to my neck, the one I was in. But I love those. After a long day, some kind of hot water situation is always best. Yeah. But I think you might be onto something with the guided meditations. That is actually not a bad idea. I'm trying to find the other card in here. There's another card. It's like a deck card. Sometimes I found it. This card. There we go. Let me know some of your favorite hobbies too. Anything you like to do for fun. Doesn't have to be just to relax. Could just be like, oh, I find this to be fun, enjoyable. I always love hearing about other people's hobbies. You guys know this is my hobby. I'm here right in front of you. So that sounds amazing. Even long hot showers do it for me, listening to music. Yeah. Something about like a hot water situation, hot showers with music. And I got to try some more of those guided meditations. Yes, guided meditations are really profound as well. Can help with something specific and released energy. Wow. You know what? I think you might be right, because I remember one time I got into an Uber and he was like playing guided meditations. He's the only one Uber I've ever been in where a driver was doing that. And we were going out to the club and we were trying to party and whatever. It was a while ago, really long time ago. And it was just like this relaxed type of energy when we got to the place where we were going. We were just like, well, we were all like amped up, but now we're just like, now we're just laid back and relaxed. I'm like, man, it totally switched the energy, essentially. Hey, Miss Jenny, how are you? Good to see you. And I love seeing new faces too. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, it's wild how like some sort of like music or sound can completely just change the whole mood of something. So that's why you always got to be careful to what music and things you're listening to, because sometimes you can get, it's like taking a negative energy too, depending on what you listen to. I like doing gentle ones, like to release the many tabs in your mind. For example, just releasing too much mental information. Ooh, yeah. I think we all need a moment to just like decompress and let out all of the stress we've been carrying. Definitely, I've always been sensitive to music for sure. Yeah, I'm glad you've been aware of that, Sand, because I know personally I haven't always been aware of that. But you're smart to be aware. Yes, doing that at the end of the day is great. Yeah, we've all got to remember to just release all those stresses of life. Don't hold on to it, especially those things we can't control, or those people who may get on our nerves and we can't control them. We just got to say, you know what? Release them. We'll find our way out of a situation where we don't have to deal with those people anymore. Don't hold on to their negative energy or anything like that. Keeping a positive state of mind is so important. You know, it can really make or break you. Like if you have too much negative thinking and you're finding it hard to get rid of, do like Sam suggested, guided meditations, or if it's something more serious, therapy is always an option. I forgot what it's called. There's one thing, it's like cognitive distortion. So cognitive distortions is like when you think a lot of negative things and everything's always like this doomsday worst case scenario, like, oh, I'll never be able to do this, I'll never be able to afford this, I'll never be able to go there, like things along the lines of that. Everything becomes sort of like negative. So being able to battle those thoughts is always good. Exactly, like we are home in our sanctuary now, everything's okay. That's exactly right. Like soon as you step into your sanctuary, ideally for most people, everything is okay. I know not everyone's in that situation where they can come home and it's calm, but hopefully you can get to that place and you can find your sanctuary and you can unwind, and you can do good things for yourself, even if they're simple. Like for me, I love tea. We were all just talking about, meditation and hot showers, hot baths. Like the small things really matter. Oh, let's go, Jenny said. General messages from my spirit guides. Okay. Jenny is shaking up the room. Let's go. And don't forget to like, everyone. Thanks, Jenny. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Fool. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is very positive messaging. And we have the World. Yay. Okay, so we already know. Hey, I'm from Cali. Oh, hey, from Cali. Are you in the north or south? Shaky shake. That makes sense. All the earthquakes. But yes, Jenny, you have some positive things coming your way. Now, I don't know what my computer's doing. There we go. I was going to say, there we go. My computer screen is acting weird. Anyway, if this isn't like some sort of new person coming into your life bringing positive energy, which I really do think so, because when I have like a lot of people and things on the card, for me, it represents people coming into your life, wanting to talk to you, wanting to bring good things, having pleasant conversations. Even if it's not permanent, it still represents being surrounded by people who just have a very positive and open mindset and mind. This can also represent new opportunities when it comes to like making money. I don't know why your spirit guides want to talk about like the future. To be honest, they think you're doing quite well right now. They think that you're on the right path, and soon you're going to be moving in a new direction that is going to lead to a lot of success for you. And I think it may come as a result of maybe a connection you made, or maybe even just like something that sparks your interest, something that you find to be enjoyable, fascinating, exciting. That's eventually going to lead you to having some real tangible success here, because it's not just internal growth, that though that will happen through this process, but it really does represent those tangible things you can touch, taste, smell, hold, whatever the case is going on. And that's going to come in a very, very unexpected way. Like you're not going to be able to predict this situation. It really is going to be totally and completely random. And even in some case, I can see this as like going down like a new career path, a new job path, a new school, whatever the case may be. But it's like a total switch up to something that you normally do. But for me, it feels like an interest, a new friend, a new social group, new people being meeting, exciting new people that you're meeting. And then the last thing I want to talk about is they feel like if you have been thinking about changing up your looks, changing up your appearance, experimenting with style, experimenting with hair, weight loss, weight gain, whatever the case may be, if that's been sort of on your mind, your spirit guides want you to know that that will be successful. Like you'll ultimately find like a balance, a vibe that you want to create, something that is going to be working for you. There's just so many positive things that are coming your way. Some things are going to happen a little bit slower than others, but I feel like the inspiration is coming, the connections are coming. especially with this full card energy. And it's going to be exciting, like good exciting, not like, oh my God, this is horrible exciting. This is positive, wonderful, unbelievably exciting. And also, speaking of self-care, because we have this Queen of Pentacles here, she is like the queen of self-care on this deck here. Queen of Pentacles loves taking care of herself, loves being in her energy. She does care about other people, but she obviously wants to feel good and have a happy life for herself. So there's a lot of happiness coming your way. And what I notice about the Queen of Pentacles is that she kind of has more free reign and more free time to do the things that she wants to do. It's not like wand energy, which can be like very, very heavy, especially when you get like maximum wand energy, like 10 of wands. Wand energy is very heavy. The Queen of Pentacles is responsible, but it's more so like, okay, I know I'm responsible, but I got to take care of myself. I got to feel good. I've got to make sure that I have the things that I'm enjoying. So there's a lot more enjoyment coming your way, a lot more freedom to do the things that you enjoy. Not saying you won't have any responsibilities, because we do have the World card here, but it's going to be responsibilities that you like doing. Like, you won't feel the heaviness of them. It won't feel like, oh, another thing I have to deal with. It's going to feel great. Exciting, fun. There's so many good things coming for you. Like, your spirit guides just want you to know that. That's the most important thing. They said what you're putting your mind to is going to be successful. So I hopefully that resonates, Miss Jenny. So sure, I don't mind a makeover. Yeah, it's just representing just feeling so good about yourself. And it says, don't be afraid to start something new, because we know that the Fool card is all about risk and everything. So if you've been a little hesitant, because sometimes the Page of Cups can be a little bit like, oh, I'm a little scared of going in this direction or trying this thing. Whatever it is that it's on your mind, it says just go for it. Like, seriously. And I loved how we also had 2 cards of travel. So I don't know if you're planning on traveling or if that's something that you've always been interested in, but that's something to keep in mind that's going to be coming. Oh, Z said they donated on it. Hey, oh, my phone. Okay. Gotta have my Netflix thing on. All right. Did you ask the question in PayPal, Z? Let me log into PayPal, because make sure that I'm not missing the question. You're welcome, Miss Jenny. Okay, the question is, what traumas am I heading for my future? No, I just posted. Okay. Okay. Let me go to it then. All right. What traumas am I healing for my future children? I'm glad you liked the reading, Miss Jenny. So I sent the 10 on PayPal, but I'm going to need a moment to get my question. Yeah, take your time, Sand. All right. Ooh, wants to come out. We have the moon. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Jeez. The Empress. That card was like pushing to come out. Wow. Okay. So the traumas that you are healing for your future children. It's interesting because the moon has to deal with this. Well, this was a lot of different traumas, but one of the main traumas are things that connect to with the moon is the ability to express yourself, and being free to essentially be who you are, being an individual, being someone who doesn't have to go with the crowd, who doesn't have to sway or go in the directions that other people are going in. The moon is all about going through different cycles and phases and just kind of letting your light shine or moonlight shine in that way. So one trauma that you might be healing is you may be breaking this cycle when it comes to defining who you are by a crowd, or being told who you are, what you to expect with your life, or the path that you're given. Your children are going to be able to think a lot more independently. They're going to be a lot more free spirited. There's going to be a lot more exploration of themselves. And the moon card definitely connects to psychology and emotional intelligence and basically self-awareness in a way. So the cycle that you're breaking is that you are going to be able to allow your children to understand who they are, staying confident in their decisions, staying confident in their own morals, not have to follow the crowd so much, and being essentially happy and defining their own sense of happiness. It's like you are allowing your children to think freely, to be free, to experience life, to think for themselves, to grow, to explore, to not have to stay stuck in one single place. We have these cards with the Wheel of Fortune and the moon having to do with exploration. The way the moon likes to go through different places, it can represent being able to experience different time zones, different locations, different avenues. It literally connects to traveling. I think I did a moon ruled study, and a lot of moon ruled people were like pioneers when it came to transportation, right? So something to do with exploring life, exploring the world, meeting new people, expressing themselves creatively, being guided by their own purpose, and being so open. Like there's a lot of healing of trauma, especially when it comes to self-expression too, right? Because it can be hard to really open up and be honest and vulnerable and say what's truly on your mind. One, because there can be some serious repercussions for that. And two, you can end up rejected. You can end up getting hurt. You can end up in a bad position. But with these cards, your children are going to have a lot more confidence, and they're going to feel a lot more brave in a way, because the Empress can be a very brave card. And so they're going to feel free to open up and express themselves. They're going to be very emotionally mature. When I get the Empress, that's definitely a mature individual, a thoughtful individual. And so they're going to have a very good head on their shoulders when it comes to understanding, okay, this person may have said this thing to me because they're upset. There's no need for me to, lash back out at them. I'm just going to tell them, hey, what you said really made me upset. I don't really like that, and I'm going to need some space away from you. So you're going to have some kids who are going to be very excellent communicators in that way. So you're breaking this cycle, allowing your kids to express their emotions, allowing them to be who they are, allowing them to grow. And because of that, they're becoming more mature. They're becoming more stable. They are being caring and kind, but at the same time, they're individualistic in the sense that they have defined who they are. So hopefully that makes sense. Z. Okay, they sound great. Yeah, I'm sure they will, because they're going to have a great parent. Like, you're going to be there looking out for them and guiding them. And so they're going to feel like, oh, wow, I have learned so much. Like, I have so much respect for my parents, and they have just been this guiding light to help me understand how I can navigate life. Like, they're going to have that feeling. Yes, I've been reading for myself, and I know I should trust my intuition, but I'm working on it. Most of my messages have been positive. There's so much good stuff to look forward to. I'm glad that aligns with your own personal readings, Miss Jenny, that you've also been giving like positive messages. Miss Brandy, can I give you a free reading? I'd like to know if you resonate. Yeah, feel free, Miss Jenny, if you want to give me a free reading. I don't have a problem with that. But I really do feel like you have positive things coming your way. Good vibes. And I hope everyone has positive things coming your way, because I know that we all go through really tough times. And it can be hard because sometimes it feels like you're just alone in this. But then, you know, if you're like me, you have that wake up call and you say, wait a minute, like my life's not that bad. Oh, let me shuffle these cards. All right, I'm making sure I'm getting them right. Reshuffle, resetting everything, getting the energies right. Okay, general message or question. I'll do general message for like the rest of the year. So fun. Like, thanks for offering me a reading, Miss Judy. I don't think I've ever had that happen. So thanks. It's so nice of you. Oh, does anybody have any like cool plans that they're doing in February? I know me, I'm busting out. I'm going to try to do something at least every weekend, but the things I do are kind of boring. Like I think I'm taking like a chocolate making class, but it's only because last year I was supposed to take one, but the instructor didn't show up. But the good thing about that is the restaurant gave us like an option to get something, one free dessert or one free like cocktail. And so knowing me, I got the most expensive dessert, but it's only because it took me 2 hours to drive there. So I was like, no, I'm making you guys pay. Like, I'm going to get this expensive dessert. So, oh, that sounds really good though. Yeah, I hope the class is good, you know. The dessert was amazing. It was like this huge chocolate ball. It had white chocolate in it, caramel, I think a few nuts, and I'm trying to think of what else. There was something else in it, some specific thing. Like I wrote it down, but that crunchy stuff, like if you've ever had like a Twix bar, like I think it might be a graham cracker or whatever it is that they put in that, but they put that in the ball. It was so good. It was so good. Okay. Sand question. I really recently grew into my gifts and I'm having that undeniable intuition help me to see things clearly. One of those things is my parents not caring for me or about me in the ways that are shocking. I'm sorry to hear that. And how their treatment affected me and how has their treatment affected me? Okay. How has their treatment affected me and how can I heal from it to ensure I don't become their worst and be able to be and live my best? Okay. Kind of, I mean, nothing wrong with a heavy question. These things are important. People's childhoods can like affect them for the rest of their life. Okay. So I'm so sorry to hear that, Sam. I mean, at least you had the realization because some people never get the opportunity to really self-reflect or come to that realization. Oh, get it, G. Did you send a payment? If you did, let me know. Okay, but let me get to Sand's question. How has their treatment affected me? We have the Fool card here. Oh, get a G for a full reading. It would be $10 unless you want to ask a yes or no question. All right. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. It's actually interesting because your parents' treatment of you has kind of made you a little bit more independent, because when we have these cards coming together, it's kind of like the fool, like this kind of innocent, naive, childlike figure going off into the world, blind, not understanding anything, and just there to experience life. And so I feel like you've been able to go on your own route, go on your own journey, but you may not have the protection that you have would have had if they were a little bit more invested. But it's actually been pretty good because it has given you some very, very unique experiences. And I feel like you've been able to grow emotionally on your own and intellectually without sort of their guidance being there, without sort of them um, being, the most positive influence as they could have been, right? It's it's like you've been able to grow into this a beautiful individual. We have the Six of Wands, um, which has made you even more confident. You know what it reminds me of? It just reminds me how, like, because you didn't have any shadow over you, you were able to get the full light of the sunlight and grow into this amazing flower. I know that these cards are really positive, actually, Sand. Like, it shows to me that you're somebody who's confident, or at least you're confident in certain areas. It shows to me that you have a lot of ambition, that you're smart, that you're driven, that you take risks, you take chances, you have a passion for life. And it's kind of because that they didn't give you everything you need, really. Maybe it's because when we have the Fool card, they're obviously seeking for something and they're searching for something. And so the fact that you've been out here seeking and searching for things is a result of their treatment. That you've been looking for what connects to you, what feels right for you, what makes sense to you, has led you to accomplish so many amazing things and have so many incredible experiences. Like, I know it's almost like it benefited you in some regard. But let me get to the second part of what you were saying. How can I heal from it to ensure I don't become their worst and be able to live my best? To be honest with these cards, it looks like you're already doing a great job. I mean, these are so positive. Whoa, this card flew out. Who are you? We have the 10 of Swords and we have the 9 of Cups. It says stop worrying so much. Like, you're doing a really fantastic job already. You have so many positive attributes to you. You have a really great head on your shoulders. You can be a little bit too self-critical because the 10 of Swords is a very self-critical card. The best way I'm going to tell you that you can do good for yourself is be fair and balanced. Don't be too judgmental about your actions or them. Focus on the things that bring you excitement, that bring you happiness, that bring you a sense of adventure, because you have a very adventurous spirit that wants to go out and explore, wants to do new things, that wants to experience the best in life. Don't hold on to all of the unpleasant things that they may have done or said, or how they may not even just been there for you in the way that you needed. Don't hold on to that, and don't let them hold you back. Wow, we got the Chariot, the ultimate keep moving, as I was about to say it. Keep moving towards the future. Keep moving towards your goals. Don't look back. Don't stop. Don't even bother. I'm not saying don't reflect, because obviously that's useful, but don't let it deter you from your goals. Like, keep that in mind. You have everything you need. And yes, feel your feelings. Recognize that, what they have done, or how they may have treated you, or how they may not have given you everything you need was hurtful. But don't let it distract you from the fact that you have so many beautiful things in your life and that you're going in an amazing direction. Okay. It truly is you have so many great things for you with the Chariot. You know, the Chariot is like my ultimate, whatever you set your mind to, you go out and get. Like, I remember I got the Chariot, and I asked my cards how the year would be. I pulled the Chariot card, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to get that type of victory. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. But I got majority of everything I wanted and that I set my mind to that year. Except for the things I might have been a little delusional about. But but that's you. Whatever you set your mind to, whatever you can do, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, don't let it stop them from, don't let their behavior stop you from achieving your joy and your happiness. So keep that in mind. Stay focused on being happy, stay focused on living your best life, and it will happen. All right, to get at G's question, what do people from my past think of me? Thanks, this makes me feel better because I don't know why, but it made me scared that I would be terrible. Like, hey, genuinely don't care about me. And I'm like, damn, I would not care about my child. No, that's not true, San. Like, we are not our parents. We make our own decisions. We live our own lives. Just because they acted one way doesn't mean you have to repeat their footsteps. And honestly, it sounds like you have a lot more self-awareness and self-reflection. The fact that you're even thinking about it and that you're even concerned shows me that you care. Like, it shows me that you would want to be a good parent, that you would want to show affection, and that you are making sure that you're not repeating those patterns. Like, be true to yourself, you know, be your authentic self, and you will actually live an amazing life because you're a good person, I'm sure. Let's get to, what do people from the G's past think of them? All right, here we go. We have the Sun. Ooh, they think you're impressive. We have Justice. And we have the Moon. I love how we get this. I love when I get the Sun and the Moon in the same spread, because it's like, oh, there's two sides to you. So when we have the Sun, obviously they think that you are a successful person, highly intelligent, very smart, can have like a very childish sense of humor, I would say, with the Sun. Very playful, very open, very positive, general sort of, well, I don't want to say always positive mindset, because sometimes the Sun can be a little depressed, but but essentially you treat others well, you treat them with respect, and you respect other people's boundaries. Going to the Justice card, they also feel that you are fair, that you are always seeking the truth. As we combine the combination of these cards, Justice is blind, and maybe they're being blinded by the Sun, and the Sun represents the truth. So they feel like you are a very, very honest person. You're not someone who is likely to ignore if someone were to try to would start lying to you or try to manipulate you. You're likely to try to call this person out or catch them, or ensure that they get caught. These cards always try to make sure the people around them are on par with them morally. They don't like to spend their time and energy around those who can display kind of iffy behavior or kind of gray behavior. The people of your past find you to possibly be very attractive, I want to say, with these combination of cards. And then the Moon represents a special type of allure to you. So there's an element of mystery. It's like, yes, this person seems to be very sociable. This person is able to navigate conversations. Like, sometimes I may get a spread and it may indicate somebody's a little socially awkward. These cards aren't really socially awkward. Even if you feel that way about yourself, people are not viewing you in that light. People from your past feel like you're someone who's a little bit like the king of the jungle or something like that. Like, someone or queen of the jungle, but essentially they feel like you're someone who is able to successfully navigate a conversation and make people feel comfortable. They think that you care about the opinions of others. They feel like you are a highly intuitive person, that you have a creative side to you, that you're someone who can, maybe sometimes you need your space and you need to pull away and you just need a moment for yourself. But for the most part, people are feeling like you're generally a person who they find easy to talk to. They find you to be approachable. They find that you are very reasonable. They enjoy your company. I will say with these combination of cards, it's not like reliable energy. Some people it's just like I can rely on this person to be here at this time, at this day. I can rely on this person to eat this meal at this time, whatever, things along the lines of that. But for you, they feel like you're somewhat predictable in a way, but not really. They feel like there's some elements of your life that people feel are just unknown to them. And it could be they wonder what you do in your private time. It could be that they're just wondering why you're drawn to certain interests. But definitely there's some layer that people sort of want to know a little bit more about when it comes to you. Maybe it's your love life. And I only say that because of justice here. And we have the moon. So it's the closest one to like the part where they're like a little confused about. Maybe they want to know if you're single or not. And so they're a little bit confused about that. Or I don't know, or whatever the case may be in that regard. But there's definitely an element that they're just like, I wish this person would tell me more about this, or I wish I knew this much, something about this person. This combination of cards is generally, I just think they're just generally somebody who is talented. When I see this, talented, smart, good looking, attractive, beautiful, whatever the case may be, well dressed, smells good, easy to talk to, beautiful smile, friendly, approachable, like just very positive type of energy. So generally people think positively of you from your past. I want to say that. But like I said, there's some element of mystery here. And I think it may be regarding your relationships, and maybe to some degree, they may not understand your job if it's very complicated, or maybe they don't understand everything about what you do. That is also a possibility next to justice. Hopefully that resonates, Get It G. Oh, NCS. What's coming forward with me? Oh, San said, I must go. Have a good weekend. Bye, San. I didn't even see that. You're welcome. What's coming towards me in career? NC. Don't forget to press the like button, guys. What's coming towards me? What's coming? What's coming towards NC? What's coming towards NC in her career? Why do you keep getting the Fool? This card loves coming out for you guys. Oh! All right, let's shuffle that again. All right. The Page of Cups. Okay. The King of Swords. Whoa. The Tower. All right. Let me pause that for now. So we have this Fool card. So automatically, with these cards all together, my first thought is, are you planning to make a drastic change in your career? Because to be honest, with these cards here, it feels like a new start. So if you already have a current field job expertise, you're either about to switch your job, you're going to either switch your industry or change your profession. But where you are right now, you're not staying at this job. I mean, there's no possible way with this combination of cards. You're going to leave. It's going to be someplace else. Somebody's going to offer you a new position. And if your current position says, I'm planning on starting my PhD while at work, this will require a move. Okay, now that's making sense. Okay, so that's why all of these changes are happening. Right. So what's going to happen is, obviously, when we have this move, this change, this transformation, it's going to lead you to a different, like a epiphany, like this kind of like moment where it's just like, I have a stronger idea of exactly where I want to build my foundation, where I want to be long term. Meaning, like, you obviously have your specialized field, but you may not have a full understanding of the exact settings or environment or company or culture, or even how, if you want to start your own business and your own practice or something along the lines of that, or even exactly how you want to specifically do your thing, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to change your mind. You're going to switch it up. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be new. It's going to be a big change. And I want to pull the other cards. Yes, we know, out with the old. Completely different scenario. So this next work environment scenario is going to be completely different. I don't know why the cards won't want to give me more, but please tell me. It's going to be completely different than how it is that you are working now. It's just a huge change. That's what they're emphasizing. A huge change is coming. But what is the huge change in this job? Environment. You're going to be more recognized and more respected in your new role. And this could be after you graduate your PhD or even while you're in school. But this next new role that you're going to get into, people are going to respect you. They're going to give you your accolades. They're going to give you your flowers. There's going to be a strong sense of responsibility. People are really going to look up to you. They're going to come to you for guidance. They're going to look at you like, you know, you're the new kid in town. You are absolutely amazing. You're our star player. So there's a lot more positivity coming your way. Wow. Did I just say star player? We pulled the star card. There's going to be just this strong celebration of you, your accomplishments, who you are. I don't know what went on in your last job, if it didn't feel right, if it didn't feel comfortable. I only say that because we have this 10 of swords in the tower. Sometimes that's a little like scary. So what I want to say is, if you felt like your past job wasn't the right environment for you, if you feel like that place didn't give you the full amount of appreciation, there may have been like a little bit more of a traditional structure that doesn't sit right with you all the time. You may have been looking for more innovation. This next job is going to have all that, and you're going to be going in that direction. There's a lot more independence here, and that's why I mentioned, I don't know what you're getting your PhD in, but having your own sort of business practice, whatever the case may be. That's the reason I spoke about that. There's going to be a lot more money coming in, especially with the star card going on in this way. It said data analytics. Oh, really smart. And then whatever's going to be happening here, it's setting you up for very much so long-term success, slowly but surely. You know how the deal is. But not as slow as you think, because we got the 8 of cups. Sorry, 8 of wands. Slowly but surely, you'll get there to this overall place where you feel like, I'm in control. I'm in the driver's seat. I am making the type of money that I want to make. I am enjoying it here. Like I said, this next job really feels good to me. Don't get me wrong with the knight of Pentacles, I don't think they're going to right off the bat give you the type of money you would like. But positive thing about this is that I feel like eventually they would get there. Wow. Six of Pentacles. I don't think it's the same company. I really don't. I'm curious myself, so I might want to ask, but let me see. I really don't think it's the same company. I think this is somebody totally different, somebody totally new. Let me pull the card though. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I don't think staying at this same company is going to provide you with that type of growth. There's not going to be a lot of opportunity there for the type of growth that you deserve, I should say. So I really don't, I just don't see that there. There's so much better out there for you. We got so many sixes. Jeez. I just realized that. We got the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Bummer, but good to know. I'm so sorry because, if you really enjoyed the company, maybe, you could come back after they show more appreciation of you, because the cards feel like you deserve a lot more. That was like their essential answer. They're like, you deserve more, especially after you get your PhD. Oh, I think Miss Jenny wrote something. Good thing is, like, you're going to have a lot of success. And I wish I could feel as grounded as you are. You'll be busy, strong-willed, persistent. I feel a lot of warmth in my belly. Your hard work will continue to pay off. Oh, thank you, Miss Jenny. That's so nice. Let me wait for part 2. Let me know if there are any other questions, anyone. Let me continue to shuffle, make sure I have everything. Oh, make sure you guys vote on the polls. I am already filming the videos. I need to film the video for 13th because I accidentally skipped that date. I was like, oh, wait, I don't have a video for that day. I got too gung-ho. General love, I'm single. Okay. And she wants a general love reading for being single. Female Libra likes men. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. Ooh. Two of Cups, but reverse since it's next to the Nine of Wands. Okay, this wants to come out. Page of Swords. And let's think about this. And one last card for MC. And Ten of Pentacles, but reversed a little bit. All right. General love reading. So to me, it feels like you've kind of gone through a lot of sticky situations when it comes to romance, or situations that were just tough. Like it just felt like, man, this is still, I still got to deal with this, or I got to deal with that thing, or, you know, XYZ. It's a lot of BS going on here. And I think you haven't quite met your match yet. I mean, you know that you're single, and it feels like that person is not around you at the moment. And when I have this Page of Swords here, it's almost like you're thinking of a new strategy in order to find the person that is the right fit, that is the right connection for you, because you're tired. Like you're tired. You're like, I'm tired of looking. Like I want to find the person that's right for me. And so you're trying to think about, how can I make sure that I end up with the future that I want, that feels right for me, that feels like home, that I'm connecting with, that I have the person that I love, they love me, etc. Because right now it's hard for me to picture that. It's hard to me for me to understand how I'm going to meet this individual and how we're going to build this life together, or even what they're going to look like. And there's just a lot of questioning, and it feels like the goal is a little bit further away than it should be, especially when we get the 10 of Pentacles. You're not giving up in any way with the 10 of Pentacles reverse, which I love about that, because this card is all about like, okay, I sort of got what I want, but something's missing a little bit. For example, it's kind of like I may have people who I've had deep and lasting connections with. I may even still be friends with some of them, but it's not the type of connection that I'm looking for. I don't just want to meet cool people to hang out with. I don't just want to have a little romance here or there. I want something that's lasting and impactful. Okay. I don't know why the cards want me to start there, but let's see. There's always a reason. Okay, Four of Swords. The Sun. What's coming for you in your love life is essentially a lot more clarity. You're going to feel like you're going to have a better understanding of what you want, your future, the type of partner you need, what you need to feel valued and cared for in a relationship, what you want that relationship to look like. For example, do you want to be a couple that stays in, watch movies? Do you want to go travel with your partner? What type of interests will they have? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What are the things that you will have in common? Discuss. What kind of morals do you have? Does this person want kids? How many kids do they want? Things along the lines of that. You're coming to terms with a lot more clarity when it comes to that romantically, and you're going to feel a lot more confident when you gain that clarity. This card's popping out, and that's going to lead you to meet someone, this King of Wands like figure, who is obviously very passionate, very put together. King of Wands is somebody who's excitable, likes a little bit of spontaneity, but he's very responsible. He generally follows through on his word. He's someone who follows his passion, follows his heart, follows his desires. This is not someone who is working a typical 9 to 5, unless he's very passionate about that particular job. But generally, wands are more creative. So this is going to be a more creative, spontaneous type of individual here who may not work a traditional job. And I want to know how soon they're coming in. Well, I know it's going to be lasting, but cards, can you give me an idea? Okay, it may take its time to come in, because I don't know, it feels like even though you two may meet, you may not get together right away. It's kind of like a slow burn for you two. So the relationship will be lasting. It will be everything you're looking for. And you may meet sooner than you think, but you may not come together as soon as you think. And I'm not really sure the reasons for that, but I do know that this person is coming relatively soon in terms of like we're connecting, we've met, we've talked to each other. There's a lot of hesitancy. Normally, I get the Four of Pentacles to represent fear of rejection, scared of opening up, not sure if they want to take a chance or take a risk, feeling like, okay, this may be someone who sparks my interest, but what if they don't like me? That type of energy. So I think that may be part of the reason that you may not come together as quickly as you two would probably both like, because you both have that energy of like, oh, I don't want to get hurt. But I do feel like someone is probably coming in sooner than you think. But like I said, the relationship may not happen right away. But this person really does seem like a good match for you. And I think this is going to be a lasting relationship. And just I want to pull one more card. Yeah, kind of clarify that they're coming in a little bit quicker, but the connection's not getting romantic like right away. At all. I don't know. But this person's really wonderful. There's obviously have a lot of deep care for you. King of Wands is a very protective energy. Definitely someone who doesn't like when somebody disrespects their partner, right? They're going to call somebody out on that. And I really do feel like this person has a high level ambition, which will suit right for you, especially since we have like that sun card in there, which can represent, hey, I want to be with somebody who shines, right? But I really do feel like you have a really good person coming in, this next person. And it's probably going to be a lasting relationship. If this is not the last relationship you're in, then this relationship will definitely be something that's long term. Like it's going to be a long relationship. Oh, Miss Jenny did the part 2. Seven of Wands. The image shows a woman looking like she's up for a challenge. Very blue. Eight of Swords. It's giving no thank you energy. She put the sword up, unmasked, a brownish. The Empress and the Sun. Your hard work is paying off. You're going to be enjoying all your efforts. I love this. Oh, thanks for the reading, Miss Jenny. This sounds good. It's nice to know my hard work will pay off. Because, man, I've been working hard. I have been working hard. See, that's my hard work. I don't sleep anymore. Sorry for yawning, guys. Make sure I got everyone's reading in. All right. I think I did. I don't know if Miss Jenny has another part, so I'm going to wait here. And if anyone wants a reading, please let me know. Okay. So it also looks like you'll be networking, making new and fulfilling relationships. I'm not sure what kind, but you're valued and appreciated. That's good to hear. I would love to network. I have been trying to, get out the house more. January was my no save, but February, guys, I'm going to be outside ish. I hope you guys will enjoy your February too. You got to make sure to live life. Sorry, I'm just going through my PayPal to make sure that, excuse me, I'm not missing anything. I like to check to make sure that I'm not skipping over anybody's stuff and, it's not an issue. Oh, so sleepy. Okay. And thank you for the reading, Miss Jenny. I really appreciate it. Anybody else, let me know if you want a reading. I'm going to be on for a few more minutes. We'll go to 2:30 and then I'll close out because I was late. So, I gotta be here a little bit longer for you guys to make it up to you for being late. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Final message. I see a lot of yellow, blue, and red. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yellow, blue, and red. I'm trying to think. Yellow's like calming, right? Well, I guess it's either scary or calming. Back of the deck was 10 of Cups. Woo! That's good. I'm super excited about that then. I'm glad because my card said the same thing multiple times, that it's going to be, a good year. Even better, I'll take Pentacles more. Either way, I'm very happy about that, because Pentacles, Cups, I'm happy with both. Both of those are good cards. So I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I slept plenty, guys. I slept like 9 hours today. But thank you for the reading, Miss Jenny. I'm super happy about the fact that we both came to the same conclusion. I did a general read for myself as well, and it pretty much said the same thing, that I'd be working hard, but I would get, ultimately what I wanted and what I worked hard for. And so we are going to close out. Well, I'll close out in 4 minutes. Why not? I'll wait the 4 minutes just in case anybody wants to talk about anything or share any other messages. Don't forget, if you want a specific reading from me, all you have to do is maybe leave a comment under the video, or you can leave it under the community tab. You can also email me if you want, but I'd probably check the comment section more than I check my emails. So feel free to do that if you have any reading ideas that you want to see. Don't forget to check out the polls to vote. I'm sure it's not a coincidence. It's definitely not a coincidence. The vibes are going to be immaculate this year, and definitely February is going to be an interesting month. Jupiter goes direct. Jupiter is going direct, and it's going to bring a lot more bounty and blessings as it moves forward and goes direct. And it's going to go through Rohini, and it's going to go through Migashira, and then it's going to go to Ardra, which I don't think that's going to happen. Is that later in the year, I believe? But whatever, it's going direct, which means everything that you guys have been working on since it went retrograde, you're now going to receive the results of those efforts. I know for me, obviously, I'm always working on my channel. You can even see the differences. I think it went retrograde was it August that it went retrograde? August? Or am I getting that wrong? Whatever. I want to look that up. I can't stand being wrong. Retrograde October. Okay. So it went retrograde in October. So everything you've been working on since October 8th and gone back and checked and looked at, now you're going to see the results. You're going to see what are Migashira people like. Smarter than they look. A lot of people see Migashira people and they kind of underestimate them, and they feel like they are either slow, or it's kind of strange, or maybe because like they kind of exude. I'm not trying to be funny, but people really do underestimate them. But actually, I think they scored the highest out of IQs. Every Migashira person I know has like a master's degree, PhD, but when you see people talk to them, people kind of talk to them like they trying to talk down to them. It's actually kind of funny. But but yeah, they very brave, very forgiving, accepting, loving, compassionate. They like to get in people's business a lot. Depending on the Migashira person, they can instigate. I've seen Migashira people be kind of a little bit more shy in person, though. When you see them played in movies, they're always like popular and stuff. But all the Migashira people I've seen can be a little bit more reserved and shy. But they have very fierce tempers that they generally, if they're older, they try to hide a little bit more. But ultimately, very intelligent. I'll say that. A lot of compassion, a lot of intelligence, and they really like helping people. I guess that's why they're the deer, because the deer is like searching. And so they're always reading, writing, exploring, learning, gaining more information. But that's what I have. It is 2:30. Thank you, Miss Jenny, for the reading. And thank you, Kate. Doesn't matter if you came late. I came late to my own live too. This is why I could never like host a party, because I would be late to my own party for sure. I will see you all next week. I'm trying to think of, give you a hint on what day it may be, because I think I have won't be on Saturday unless it's Saturday night. I might do it next Sunday, because I think I'm free that day. So, interesting. I'm gonna go. I'll be back next Sunday. Mark your calendars for Sunday. Come to the live. I'll be on time this time, I promise. And I'll see you. Au revoir, guys. Don't forget to watch next week's video. And also participate in the polls. And like I mentioned before, if you have a video suggestion or something you want to see, all you have to do is leave a comment and I will see if I can get to it. All right. Bye. Have a good week. Jupiter goes straight. So hopefully you all relax and have fun. So bye.